What's up, guys? This is Andy with Andy's Auto Care Plus. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about this stuff that I use to clean my polishing pads, wax pads, buffer pads, whatever you want to call them. This is Wolfgang's PadWorks Polishing Pad Revitalizer. So I'm going to show you guys how to use this product and how I use it as well. So as you can see, I already got some in my bucket. There's a little scooper in here. You just take one scoop, put it in there. I believe it says for just a couple gallons. Yeah, it says for 1 gallon. That's usually what I do. I usually use about 1.5 gallons of it, of water mixed in this stuff. So let me show you what I do. So I have this nice little setup of a utility sink, which is kind of nice. I just fill it up. I use pretty much as hot of water as I can get. Mix that stuff up in there. Get this nice and full. About a gallon and a half of liquid in there. Okay, I take that back. I don't always use extremely hot water. I try to make it warm, but at the high side of the temperature. So there you go. You take your pads right here. This one's not that bad at all, as you can tell. They get a lot worse than that, but drop it on in there like that. See, here's an example. There's one that's got quite a bit of use on it. Drop that in there like that. This one's got paint sealant on it. We're going to drop it in there like that. I'm going to push it down. Either use your hand or whatever. Get it all nice and coated. Let it sit in there for about 15 minutes. 10-15 minutes is what it says. I've left it in there. Honestly, I've left some in there overnight on accident. It didn't hurt the pads. They turned out just fine. So I wouldn't be overly cautious or overly concerned about the time that it gives you on here. So we're going to come back and I'm going to show you the next process that I do after I let them sit for a while. All right, I'm back. It's been probably about 25 minutes actually for letting these sit. So I'm going to kind of just show you what this does. Water's still nice and warm. So that's what it looks like when I pull it out. So just agitate that stuff in there pretty good like that. That's what I do. And then I set it back in there right on top. And then I'm going to pull the ones from the bottom. That one looks a lot better just from sitting in there. Agitate it up. Put it back in. There's that sealant one. So sealant one, those of you who, you guys probably know, the ones that got paint sealant doesn't come out as easy as like polishes, compounds, even wax. Sealant is a lot tougher to get out of your pads. So what I recommend for this, for sealants, I'll do it this way, and then what I also use, you see this Dawn here, sitting here. I use Dawn dish soap on this as well, because it peels off that sealant, it gets it out of there, and then just rinse it really, really good. So now that I'm back at the first one I started with, so that thing's pretty clean. I'm gonna squeeze that out. Then I'm gonna get as hot of water as my hands can stand. I'm gonna rinse thoroughly. I try to use my pads as much as I possibly can to make it cost effective. I also use several pads per vehicle, which also makes it to where they don't get as dirty usually. But I mean, I've used this yellow pad probably, well, I don't know, 15 cars, maybe 20. It's still in pretty good shape. There it is right there. It's a little bit stained. You can see this is just from the different polishes that I've used. They do kind of stain up the pad a little bit. But also, one suggestion I do make, most of you guys, if you've cleaned a pad or two, you should know this by now, but always let dry upside down. You don't want the water seeping through and affecting this Velcro right here, or hook and loop pad, whatever you want to call it. This is obviously the felt side that sticks to the hook and loop on your backing plate. But you don't want the water seeping down through the pad, going through, and then affecting this area here. So you want to put it down like this. I have a metal rack that I actually put these on, so where it's not like a solid spot where water pulls up, water can actually go all the way through it. So that's how I sit those out to dry. So hopefully this is an effective video for some of you. If you haven't tried this stuff, it works pretty good, because what I'll do is I'll just fill up that bucket and I'll throw all my pads in from one vehicle, let them sit in that bucket for the 15, 25, 30 minutes or whatever it takes for me to finish up the vehicle. I'll just have this bucket right next to me while I'm doing that, throw them in there, and then just keep moving along on the vehicle rather than using a pad washer. To me, this is more cost effective, because those pad washers can get really, really expensive. This stuff, I think it's 15, 20 bucks for this. I've had this for a while, but like I said, I don't only use this method. I'm gonna post another video of a different way that I also clean pads. You might have seen the bottle there for a little bit. I can show you a quick little, that's the other stuff I use. So it's the McKee's polishing pad cleaner. I'll show you that process in a separate video. But for this video, it's just about the Wolfgang. So anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Hey, don't forget to click that subscribe button right there, and subscribe to future videos. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Peace.